guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be playing with a ready mix concrete truck made by Matchbox, and it's the series king size and it's number 13. So looking at it, it rolls okay. It's got a little bit of damage at the back where the cement's meant to pour out of, so I'm going to have to make something for that. It's very play worn, obviously. It needs just a little bit of painting in there, I'd say. We see what we can do with that. But yeah, you can see the back there, the damage, but we can figure that out. There's some sort of cog mechanism as well. As you push it along, it turns the drum. Should we call it the cement drum? So I've pre-drilled it, so we're just going to pop it open. It just pops in the back there, and there's a little tag in the front. So we'll pop the base out, the wheels on, and there's the little mechanism there, as you can see. As the wheels spin, it rotates the cogs, and the cogs turn the barrel. Pretty simple but effective. But this one doesn't seem to be working very well, so I think it's just not lined up. It's a bit of wear and tear. I'm sure once it's all cleaned out, it'll be working fine. Yeah, it's in pretty decent shape though. Just trying to figure out to get this drum off. Looking in the back though, I think I'm going to need to get a socket out and dig inside the drum somehow, because I'm sure it's fitted inside the drum itself. So I'll just get my torch out, and yeah, it is. There's a little nut inside, nut and bolt. I'll put it up to the camera now and try my best to get the light in there so you can just barely, I think you can just make it out. Just angle a little bit more. And nearly poke your eye out. There you go, you can just see it at the bottom there. So I think that'll be about a 10mm socket should do. So put the torch down. And let's get the right tool out. So, finally found a correct socket size and what have you. An extension of the tool so we can reach. And it's just going to be a case of undoing it and then popping it out. He says. Oh, so simple. There we go. There we go. And the bolt actually is I think it's welded inside, to be honest. It's like a fixed attachment. And the shaft there has just got like a dyed thread on it that it just screws onto, and that fixes it to it. Pretty simple. I need to get that out now. I forgot to drill it, so let's get the drill out and do this windscreen. Hopefully it all goes well and I don't crack the windscreen or go through the roof and through my finger. I like to take my time with the drill. I know it seems to take forever, but I'd rather be cautious, you know, just go take my time with it and make sure it's done right. Just clear away my mess. There we go, it just pops out nice. So it's in pretty decent order with the window, just a little bit of scuffs here and there, it'll come up okay. And there we have it, the casting itself. So I think this one will clean up pretty well. A little bit of tweaks here and there, just play warm dings and what have you. Nothing too serious though. Should be a decent little restoration. We'll clean the base up, repaint that. Build a little thing for the back. I don't even know what to call that. The runoff pipe of some sort. I don't know what the exact term's called. And we give that a quick sand down, paint up, and remount it. As you say, it's got like another 2 little attachments here, but I think that if you want to split it to get access to the nut, if something goes wrong and you need to replace all of it, that's like the access points on the end. You just drill the 2 rivets out, and I should imagine that that'll split pretty easy, but not for us. We're not going to be doing that today. I'm just going to leave it as it is, clean it all up, remount it, put a bit of oil down there, a bit of grease, and then it should be okay. So there's one of the cogs. It's a little bit chewed up, but it's not major, to be honest. A good stiff wire brush on that, a bit of water and soap, it'll be fine. And there's the other little part of the mechanism. It's got a little bit of hair and fluff and what have you around it, so once all that's gone, it'll be okay. So let's get into caustic. So hot water as normal, boiling water. I'm not going to preach about the gloves because I think I forgot to put mine on today, but if this is you doing it, make sure you're not as stupid as I am, and safety equipment comes first. Your safety comes before anything. So wear your gloves, goggles, respirators, and in a ventilated room. I have actually got an extractor fan above me here, so I've ticked one of the boxes. So anyway, let's whap in the caustic. Hopefully we get a nice reaction and the paint should come off pretty easy with this one. I've got a good feeling about this one. So we just put like a good capful in there. It should be enough. Just get all the crystals off the lid so I can screw the lid back on the bottle. And already you can see the caustic's doing its work. It's doing its job. So let's clamp it and turn it over. As you can see, it's falling away pretty nice. I'm really enjoying doing these super king size toys actually. I think this is the right size for me. I enjoy doing the smaller ones, don't get me wrong, the juniors and the Matchboxes, small ones, but I think these are the ones for me. These ones are Corgi of this size. So I've ordered quite a few. I've got a few job lots on the way, so I've got quite a bit of stock in. So we should have some good projects coming up for you to view, guys. So we just keep plodding on with the wife's toothbrush. She's still not noticed it yet, to be honest. Got away with it. So we just clean all this off. It's got like a sort of optical illusion with this cab because it looks bent, but the minute you put it flat on a surface, it's really dead level. Some sort of illusion. I think it's like because of the angle of the screw that holds the drum on it. It throws your eye off a little touch. I keep double checking it that it's not bent all the time because I get paranoid, but it actually isn't. Make sure that none of this caustic gets on me when I tip it upside down now. Just be careful because that's full of it. Yep, there she goes. So I'll just leave that in there for a couple of minutes more and then we'll put it back onto the table for clean up. So here we go, it's come up beautiful. I've sped this up because it takes quite a while to do this and I didn't want to bore you with all the details of what, everyone knows what happens next. And this is the wheel of doom, the little splinters of like hellfire. No matter how careful you are with this thing, it just absolutely wrecks you. It spits out bits everywhere. I can't wait to finish up using the stock I've already got. I've ordered like the Scotch-Brite wheels. So once all these wheels are finished, I'm done with them. I'm never going to purchase them again. I'm going to stick with the Scotch-Brite ones. Sick of having metal splinters everywhere. No matter how careful you are, they just get everywhere. So as you can see, like it's come up quite decent. It's doing its job. But in all fairness, a decent set of wire wool does exactly the same thing, you know. It's just whether you want to use elbow grease or a tool. It's entirely up to yourself, but either way works. There's no better way, it's just preference really. But I use a mixture of the two, to be honest. Once I've used the machine, I always rub it over with wire wool anyway, so I just think wire wool's got a nicer finish to it. It gets rid of like the scuffs that this can create. It's like everything else, you just take your time, don't apply too much pressure, and it all comes good. Just be confident in what you're doing. There's that, come up to quite decent. Once you get the polish on that, the auto sol, that'll come up really, really nice, that will. I find that really therapeutical to do this type of thing. You know, you just zone into it and just tune in and crack on. So sometimes you can be on it far too long, to be honest. You don't need to do it as long as you do it sometimes, but I just get lost in the moment, man. I just keep going. But yeah, there you go. You saw the front come up beautiful. There's quite a bit of detail on the front of this model as well. At the sides, all the control panels, that's all there, it's all pretty decent casting. Just get into all these little nooks and crannies and make sure I've not missed anywhere. It's amazing how much you actually notice when you spend a lot of time doing this. The actual details that these people who made the castings actually committed to doing. It's fantastic. Really, it does. It amazes me. Going back all them years when they were hand tool and everything out. It's absolutely crazy. And the fact that they do it in reverse as well, to make the casting be the correct way around it. It's just amazing. The craftsmanship back in the day was fantastic. So we just clean the back up here and should be done, hopefully. So all these little wheel arches and under there, so little nooks and crannies at the sides. Make sure it's all out and nothing's going to ruin our paint job. Back of it's not even the cab, is it? It's the controller unit or whatever it is, the motor unit, the housing. Okay, George, I think it's time you stepped away from the Dremel. Come on, lad, put your Dremel down. You're done. No, don't be going back over it, George, lad. It's done. It's fine. Come on, put your Dremel down. There we go. That's alright, put it away. There you go. So, this is what we ended up with. And it, after a little bit on the Dremel, get the sandpaper out now. And just to eliminate any marks that we've left with the tool. I'm using a little block that I've made up with a piece of cork. And I've put Gradient 2000 on there, and then I used like a nail buff quad pad, I think they're called. It's got like a filing side, a buff side, a shine side, and a smooth side, I think it's called. And I just rotate it round and do it in stages, and it brings it up to a really nice shine. So yeah, I think I picked this up. It was only about £1.50, to be honest. It wasn't a lot of money. I think I got it off Amazon. So let's bring out a little bit of turtle wax on it. Car polish, triple wax. Sorry, not turtle wax, triple wax. Just really get it in there, smudge it about everywhere. Polish away. Change the thing across to a polishing drum. And this one you get absolutely caked in cotton pieces, and it looks like you've got all kinds of little worms all over you by the time you're finished. So this is no better, it's just less painful. So again, I've sped it up just to like get rid of the process, but I'm basically just getting the best finish I possibly can to give us the best paint job that we can possibly do, you know. That's why I never usually put all this in the videos, but I thought I'd leave it in this one just to show you exactly the process that I go through. I know it's long and boring and not a lot of people want to watch it, but some people have asked for it to be put in, so I thought I'd show it. So yeah, I do this with every model, to be honest. I always go like same process, try and get the best finish I can. I just think the more preparation you put into a project, the better the outcome. But if it's not for you and you don't want to see all this boring bit, then yeah, feel free to skip ahead, you know. And then onto the cab. As you can see though, you can actually see the shine that's coming from it. The finish is amazing, it's really nice. These rag wheels, they don't have tensor. Once they get a grip of something, they don't seem to pull the tool. No matter what setting I have it on, whether it's on low or high, it doesn't half pull you. So you've got to be so careful and pay attention to what you're doing. It's not going to really hurt you, but it's just the fact that it can like make things fly out your hand and you could hurt somebody else, you know. I'll just show you, like, you know, it's not much of a view. It's awkward sometimes trying to do for the camera. Usually, like, you know, you're used to holding a tool a certain way and doing things a certain way, but having to like be conscious that there's a camera there and you need to show what you're actually doing. You have to like learn yourself to hold things and do things different ways around. So there's the finish on the front. It's come up quite nice actually. Oh, I missed a little bit there, let's just get that off. So yeah. And it's come up beautiful. And then once I've done this, I'll spray it with some degreaser, make sure I've got all the wax off and everything away, and then it's all ready for paint then. I'm sure I'm just trying to remember, did I actually prime this? Yes, I think I did. Yeah, I did. I went to primer and then paint. We should be getting to the end of the buffing stage now. Gonna go around, give it a quick once over, make sure I've got everywhere. All these little nooks and crannies and under the wheels and what have you. Wheel arches. Just make sure I get all that polish out. Because any that's left in, honestly, it absolutely destroys your paintwork. It really does. There we go. Quick once over on that, make sure that all the residue's gone. Round and round she goes. It stops, nobody knows. And she's done. Just a quick inspection, let you have a little peek. You see it's all comes up gorgeous. Some nice detail on the side there, the control panel. Still got to figure a way of putting something on the back to catch the cement. Got a rough idea of what to use. I've got a little bit of thin metal, so I might use the metal, but I just don't know how I'm going to mount it yet. I'm not too sure. I'll probably end up going with some milliput just to attach it, because that stuff sets really well. Either that or JB Weld, one of the two. So, trying to sort this little back end out. What I've done is I've bent and twisted and fought with a little piece of metal there. Got a similar shape to what I think it should be, and then I've botched up a little bit of milliput on just to get a basic shape. And then I need to file it down more, sand it down, get it into more of a decent, respectable bracket looking type of mould. And this is what I used. It's quite sturdy and quite strong, but it's very malleable as well. And I used milliput just to attach the bracket, to make the bracket out of the. And it, as I say, it sets really well. And that's the paint I'm going to use now to paint it all over. So hopefully this will all come out well, and it'll look okay. Otherwise, back to the drawing board. It's the first time I've ever done anything like this, so hopefully it should work. Yeah, it's coming out okay. Actually, it's covering pretty well. A bit more paint in here, get this bit done. It's crazy once you get all the paint on it, it becomes like one unit. It's like that little bit of satisfaction that, like, yeah, that actually looks okay. That'll pass, that'll do. I'm quite happy with that actually. Not too bad at all. Quite pleased with that. Hopefully you guys think it's quite cool as well. So if any of you guys are watching this and you're enjoying it and you've not subscribed, then please feel free to hit the subscribe button, the like, gives a thumbs up. Also, please don't be shy. Just if you've got any questions or you want to say hi, you can put it in the comments below. I do answer everybody that takes the time to ask me a question or say hello. So the community we've got going here is absolutely fantastic. We've got a lovely group of people, regulars that come, subscribe, and always leave kind comments. It's fantastic, and I adore every one of them, and I appreciate everything. Appreciate every single like and every single subscription. So yeah, if you feel that you want to be a part of this community, then just hit the buttons, the correct buttons, and we'll be away. So yeah, enough of that. Let's crack on with what we're actually doing. If I found with this paint as well, it goes on really well, but it takes a long time to dry. I'm talking like 12 hours or more, and it's still very tacky even then. It's not like completely dry. So I always leave this once it's painted, and I'll put it aside. If I can put it in the sun, I will do, or if not, you know, I'll just put it somewhere out the way in a ventilated area, because it's really strong. I think it's enamel paint, to be honest. It's got quite a kick to it. And I let it cure for a good 3 or 4 days before I use it, just to like avoid any mishaps and having to retouch things up. But it leaves a lovely gloss on it, and you only need to do it the once, you know, and you're done. As you can see, it's going on quite well. It's covering really well. I should have put this in a little clamp actually, my little helping hand. It don't look too bad actually. I'm quite happy with that. Let's get this lid off now without dropping it on the floor. Back on. Reduce the chance of spillage. And that's that. Get that away. Get that mat out the way and get it cleared off.
Please like, comment,
and subscribe.
So this is what we started with, guys. Well played with. And this is what we ended up with. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm sorry if it was a bit long and boring and tedious, but I just thought I'd leave things in to show people what I actually do. And I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I'd say leave a comment, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye. Stay safe, guys. See you soon. Take care.